I'm Ashley Kyle.
And I'm Bob Spicer.
And this is your Lake of the Ozarks news update brought to you by Lake TV and LakeExpo.com and sponsored by Yacht Club Powersports and Quick Car in Osage Beach.
And today we're going to be talking about hot rods and muscle cars.
What Lake area residents did for Earth Day.
How creativity paid off for local fishermen.
8 local math stars show off their math skills and much more.
And Lake TV covers a fun run.
All that is coming up, plus boating tips with Bob's No Wake Zone and a look at events coming to the lake this weekend. That's after a message from Yacht Club Powersports.
Yacht Club Powersports has expanded to ensure you have fun on both land and water, on the trails and on the road with Can-Am, Kawasaki, Victory Motorcycles, Arctic Cat, and Polaris, which introduces the 2015 Slingshot. On the water as the world's #1 Sea-Doo dealer and are proud to introduce the Supra and Moomba boat lines to the YC Powersports family. Look for our new showroom this summer off Formula Way in Osage Beach, and you can find us off Highway 63 in Columbia. Yacht Club Powersports, where the fun begins and never ends.
It was a beautiful day for the 8th annual Fun Run and Walk at Lake Regional Hospital System over the weekend in Osage Beach. It's a fun run and a fund run. Jennifer Newman with the Cardiopulmonary Rehab Department at Lake Regional Hospital.
It's the 8th annual event, right? What's it all about?
It's the 8th annual 5K Fun Run Walk benefiting cardiac rehab. So 100% of our proceeds are going to go directly to our department. And we see hundreds of patients every year, helping them recover from acute cardiac and pulmonary events. So we do this every year, but this year is huge. We're adding a pancake breakfast, a kids zone, activities. We're going to have some clowns here later. So we're anticipating hopefully around 250, 300 people today. All for a great cause.
It was an 8 o'clock start time for the runners and strollers with medals awarded for the eventual winner in various age categories. A fun run walk for fun and a great cause. For Lake TV, I'm Bob Spicer.
Complaints of a loose dog led police to a drug stash and 2 arrests. On April 26th, Osage Beach police responded to calls about a pit bull running loose along Mace Road. Police report that when they contacted the owner, they smelled marijuana. A search produced 58 grams of marijuana, some of which was packaged to sell, as well as drug paraphernalia and a gun. Police arrested 2 women and 3 children that were at the residence were put in the care of a friend.
It was a productive Earth Day in Osage Beach. On April 22nd, more than 400 people took advantage of a hazardous waste reclamation event, giving residents a chance to safely get rid of any hazardous materials from their homes. The event was sponsored by Lake of the Ozarks Watershed Alliance, and local businesses donated time, employees, and services to help make it a success. They hauled away 3 truckloads of electronics, 7 tons of recyclables, and a full truckload of hazardous waste, plus 500 gallons of paint were also donated to Habitat for Humanity. You can support the Watershed Alliance by donating metal and white goods at Advantage Metals on A Road in Lynn Creek. They will recycle payments for all items donated in their name.
Some very creative fishermen landed a huge catch on the lake. While fishing the Gravois Arm, Warsaw area resident Mark Bales caught a 47-pound catfish, a 25-pounder, and several other keepers. He and his friends were using a modified form of jug fishing. They put PVC pipe in the middle of a swim noodle and attached a line, hook, bait, and sinker. Bales said this makes it easy. The noodle stands up in the water when you have a bite. He also said that catch made for a pretty big fish fry.
Tan-Tara Resort was packed with more than 400 firefighters last weekend. They came from all over Missouri for the 61st Annual Firefighters of Missouri Convention. Local area fire districts hosted the event. It included firefighter competitions, dances, a banquet, and a lakeside memorial service. It's been over 20 years, by the way, since the convention was held at the lake.
It's grand opening week at El Gallito Mexican Restaurant in Luby's Plaza on the Bagnell Dam Strip. It's a family-owned restaurant featuring daily specials and a buck a taco Tuesdays. Check them out during Cinco de Mayo.
An Osage Beach police officer was hit by a passing motorist while making a traffic stop on the Grand Glaze Bridge last week. Officer Austin White was flown to the University of Missouri Hospital in Columbia with serious injuries. He's now listed as stable and improving. The driver who hit White, 58-year-old Robert T. Watkins of Lynn Creek, is charged with felony vehicular assault on a law enforcement officer and misdemeanor failure to slow or yield when approaching a stationary emergency vehicle. Watkins is being held on a $100,000 bond at Camden County Jail.
The superintendent for the Missouri State Highway Patrol has retired. Colonel Ron Rapogel had been with the patrol for 31 years before he ended his career in April. He was promoted to colonel and made superintendent in 2010 after being nominated by Governor Jay Nixon and confirmed by the Missouri Senate. His retirement comes after a tough year for the State Patrol. They made national headlines twice last year with the drowning of a handcuffed man at the Lake of the Ozarks and the unrest in Ferguson. Colonel J. Brett Johnson has sworn in as the new superintendent on May 1st.
8 local elementary students showed off their math skills at a regional competition last month. Osage Beach elementary students competed in the regional MCTM competition held in Rolla. Several of those students placed in events including Andrew Haas, who took second place in the Number Sense event, and Carly Hughes, who earned third place. Brandon Tate, Carly Hughes, Alexis Cruz, and Preston Garrett also got third place in the team event.
Thanks to a group of local business owners, it's even easier to enjoy the Bagnell Dam Strip. The Lake Ozark Parking Improvement Group helps business owners develop plans for the strip and explore ways to make them happen. Their first project created 17 new parking spots in front of the Lake Ozark Christian Church. Mike Page, the group's spokesperson and facilitator, welcomed Mayor Johnny Francesco and his wife to the site and thanked the city for completing the project quickly.
It's an annual tradition at the lake. The Newcomers Longtimers Home Tour is this weekend, and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. you can tour homes in Portachima. Tickets are $20 in advance, $25 if you pay when you get there. Proceeds benefit Wonderland Camp and local student scholarship funds. And coming up, Lake TV goes to the Magic Dragon Street Meet, boating tips with Bob's No Wake Zone, and events at the lake this weekend that you don't want to miss. Right after this word from Quick Car in Osage Beach.
Your vehicle, it's part of who you are. It's your partner in weekday traffic and your passport to weekend fun. It's your sometimes office and your all-the-time concert hall. For all your vehicle is to you, isn't it time you did something for it too? Introducing the Quick Car Monthly Unlimited Wash Club. For only $20 a month, wash your car as often as you want. Enjoy significant savings and never worry if it's going to rain or not. Join the Wash Club today. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional every time.
Ever wonder what a cobra sounds like? That's just one of the sounds and sights at this year's Magic Dragon Car Show on the Bagnell Dam Strip in Lake Ozark. There were limited production models, like this retractable roof Ford Skyliner, custom rods like this Chop Top Mercury, and some cars that sort of defy description. This year's Magic Dragon Car Show's gotten so big, they had to limit the number of entries, but there were plenty of cars to see. Some cars were for sale, but most of the cars were there to show off for their owners and the crowds who came to see them. The motorcycle crowd wasn't left out of the event either. There were trophy-winning bikes and a collection of very cool rides on hand. For car guys like me, it was a perfect weekend. For Lake TV, I'm Bob Spicer.
A collision occurs when your boat or PWC collides with another vessel or a fixed object or a floating object, such as a rock, log, bridge, or a dock. Collisions can cause serious damage, injuries, and even death. It's every vessel operator's responsibility to avoid a collision. Defensive driving is what it's all about. Learn the navigation rules. A complete rundown of those can be found in the Handbook of Missouri Boating Laws and Responsibilities. Learn the terms such as giveaway vessel, stand-on vessel, and what they really mean. And don't assume that other boat operators know these rules of navigation. Pay attention to navigation aids and buoys. Keep a sharp watch, and if needed, appoint one person to be a lookout. Maintain a safe speed, especially in congested traffic and at night. Look in all directions before making a turn. Remember that being outside in the sun beating down on you can cause fatigue. Be sure all of your safety equipment is in good working order and life jackets are in a serviceable condition and readily accessible. Finally, pay attention to the weather conditions. When you're anchored in a cove, storms can sneak up on you. So check your weather radio or use your smartphone to check forecasts and conditions so you and your guests can enjoy the day on the water. That's today's boating tip. I invite you to listen to Bob's No Wake Zone boating radio show Saturday mornings 7 to 8 a.m. on News Talk KRMS. Until next time, we'll see you out on the lake.
Hot Summer Nights on the Bagnell Dam Strip is kicking off this Friday. Between 6 and 11 p.m., all kinds of cars, trucks, and motorcycles will cruise the strip. This is a kid-friendly event with giveaways, helicopter rides, and lots of entertainment.
This Saturday at 8 a.m., enjoy more classic cars on the strip, this time with donuts, cars, and coffee is a free event happening every Saturday through the summer at Lake Ozark Live.
The Tri-County YMCA will be hosting their annual community garage sale this Saturday. It's free and they'll be open from 7 a.m. until noon.
Second annual Kilts and Cleats Softball Classics this Saturday at the Osage Beach City Park. 10 teams will be competing for a $200 prize and a trophy.
It's also time for the annual Alzheimer's Association fundraiser, the Forget Me Not Ball, and it will be at Tantera Resort on Saturday at 6 p.m. Call for reservations. This has been your Lake of the Ozarks news update.
Thanks for watching us on Charter Cable Channel 197, Como Connect Channel 90, and watch us anytime on mylakeTV.com. And we'll see you next time.